Yo, what's up guys? We are back and feeling good since the disaster of last week, and today we're on stage 1, kick and sprint.
Okay, let's go.
Alright, cringe. But anyways, we're off and you guys wanted me to stick with the bunch at the start, so that's what I did here.
Yo, this dude already off sprinting away. What the heck?
Yeah guys, as you can see, that guy just took off like an absolute rocket, and spoiler alert, we ended up catching him later, so I don't know if that's the best play.
Got some familiar faces in. Yo, that dude just took off. He's already gone. What the heck?
Fortunately, the group didn't commit to him and we were all bunched up, nice steady pace, so I was happy about that because
I'm trying to conserve as much energy as possible. Just try and stay in the bunch.
Yep, stay in the bunch, conserve my energy, and try to stay in the front group for as long as possible was my goal today. And not too long into the race, this happened.
Another guy launched off the front. That's two in front of the bunch.
Thankfully, there were only 2 in the breakaway out front, and I arrived at the first hill with the rest of the group.
All right, here's the hill. I want to try and stay with the group this time.
Now you guys are probably thinking, what does he mean this time? Well, yesterday I actually did the exact same race, but I ran into a major issue. After I crested the hill on the first lap, I went down to meet up with everyone and merge into a group on the descent, and then this is what happened. Yep, somehow my kicker core decided to just disconnect at the worst time possible, and this had never happened to me before. And by the time I got it up and running, I was left alone, and that was the theme for the rest of the race. As you can see, I did a little solo sprint for fun, and even though I thought I tried my best, I was disappointed because not only did my trainer disconnect, but Strava said that was only my 3rd best power output for 30 minutes. So with that said, I decided the next day to do this race again and prove to myself I can get a better 30-minute power output. Alright, well, that brings us back to the current race in which we're still going up the first hill.
Hit the power up on the hardest incline part.
As you can see in the graph below, I just put up a wall of watts for that hill, and I found myself in 5th, but unfortunately for me, the grind wasn't over. I now needed to catch the riders up in front to form a group, or I would be left solo with no drafting bonus.
Oh, it's hot. All right, got a little group again. At this point, let's just see if I can beat my time from yesterday.
I said this because I was not feeling good at this point. Even though I merged with the group, I didn't care where I placed so long as I beat my yesterday's time.
All right, looks like we've formed up a group of 4 now. All right, lap 1 done. Got another guy joining the group, I think.
So yeah, we had another guy catch up, so we are now in a group of 5, and at this point, I thought I'd give a mid-race report.
Wow. Still a bit of way to the climb. I'm all right. Kind of fatigued. Legs slightly damaged, but I'm all right other than that.
And just a few moments before the climb, I noticed this.
It looks like there's another group behind us, just 6 seconds. So I think they might catch up to us.
Alright, so looking back at this, I realized how important it is to be in the front group, as even though they had a similar pace as us, they were still 5 seconds behind and would need to put in extra effort to catch up to us.
All right, hill part 2. Here we go. Let's try and stay with the bunch again.
Yup, so same as last time, I was going to stick with the bunch no matter how hard.
Drop the gear down, spin to win.
Now guys, pay attention to how fast I activate my power up, because I just discovered you can tap the spacebar this whole time instead of clicking with the mouse, which was incredibly hard to do while cycling. Anyways, after another wall of watts, I crest the top and I am done. Finished. The 2 riders, GB and Fisher in front, are now seconds ahead, and at this point, the podium is out of reach and I would settle for 4th.
That was tough. Holy, I'm gonna talk.
Later on the descent, M Long zooms past me. Now guys, remember before when I said I see some familiar names at the start of the race? Well, M Long is someone I had raced with in category E. And if he could put in those watts, so could I. And if I beat him before, I can beat him again. So with my newfound motivation, I put my head down and I locked in like I never have before. And was it enough? Well, shortly after another wall of watts, I look up and, to my surprise, I'm gaining. Gaining so much, I zoom past M Long.
Come on, catch.
And as you see, I look up again and I see G Fisher, who I'm also gaining on. So now I'm even more determined to catch the next rider. And now after surpassing G Fisher, I find myself on the podium. But now I can see the rider in second place, GB, just up ahead. So I continue putting down the watts, determined to overtake him too, and finish best of the rest. And wouldn't you believe it, I overtake him for second, and now I just need to drop these guys so they aren't in my draft. Well, I tried to secure second by dropping GB, but he had other plans and was stuck in my draft. So it looks like second place will come down to a sprint, so I decided to slow down and recover some energy.
Guys, what should I sprint? Should I do a long sprint?
Yeah, so at the time I was toying with the idea of doing an early sprint because I wanted this race done ASAP and I could take everyone else by surprise. And a few seconds later, my boy M Long comes out of nowhere, so I just went for it.
We're going for it.
So guys, I don't know if it was the best idea, but typically I usually have a lot of life left in my legs. But this race, because I had gone harder than I had ever done before, my legs dropped off so quickly.
Fading. Cut.
Bing, bop, boom. Second place on the podium. I had to shoot my legs for it, but I can walk away happy with this race knowing I went all out.
Alright, second guys. Not too bad.
Now, the question is, did I do better than yesterday? Hell yeah, I did. I had finished almost 2 minutes faster, 198 average power, and my all-time best 20 and 30-minute power outputs too. And look, something I had never seen before, Zwift said my FTP increased, which I can't complain about. Anyways guys, enough of me hyping myself up. I know I'm still a noob and it don't mean much, but I truly appreciate you guys for watching and I'm listening to all the advice you guys give in the comments. Anyways, see you next week.